The Abbasid Caliphate, Caliphs and Intellectual Legacy by AZLAN ADNAN, M.A. Saturday, 9th of November, 2025. Overview. The Abbasid Caliphate, 750 to 1258 CE, marked a major shift in Islamic history. Descendants of Abbas ibn Abd al-Muṭṭalib, the Prophet Muhammad's uncle, they overthrew the Umayyads and established a dynasty centered in Iraq. Baghdad became the capital and a hub for philosophy, science, literature, and theology. The caliphs varied widely in competence and influence, with some fostering a golden age of intellectual inquiry, while others presided over decline and fragmentation. Early and Classical Period, 750 to 946 CE. 1. Abu al-Abbas al-Saffāḥ, 750 to 754. The founder of the Abbasid dynasty, al-Saffāḥ earned the title the Blood Spiller for his brutal suppression of Umayyad loyalists. Despite his short reign, he established Abbasid control over Iraq and the broader caliphate, setting the stage for Baghdad's future prominence. His reign was politically turbulent, but foundational for Abbasid legitimacy. 2. Abu Ja'far al-Mansur, 754 to 775. Al-Mansur, the Victorious, built Baghdad, making it the center of Abbasid power and culture. He consolidated administration, reformed taxation, and strengthened the military. His reign also promoted scholarship, laying the groundwork for the later House of Wisdom, though his focus remained on statecraft and security. 3. Al-Mahdi, 775 to 785. Al-Mahdi continued centralizing the caliphate, promoted justice, and expanded public works. He supported learning, particularly in jurisprudence and administration, and his reign witnessed the first seeds of Abbasid intellectual vitality beyond Baghdad. 4. Al-Hadi 55 to 786. A short and largely troubled reign marked by political unrest. Al-Hadi's contributions to culture were limited, but his rule demonstrated the growing factionalism that would challenge the caliphate in later generations. 5. Harun al-Rashid, 786 to 809. Harun al-Rashid presided over the Abbasid Golden Age. He patronized scholars, poets, and scientists and expanded Baghdad's infrastructure. His court inspired the Arabian Nights, symbolizing Abbasid prosperity. The caliphate reached its cultural and political zenith during his reign, making him one of the most famous Abbasid rulers. 6. Al-Amin, 809 to 813. Al-Amin's reign ended in civil war with his half-brother Al-Ma'mun. Despite political instability, he oversaw continued administrative growth, but the conflict foreshadowed the caliphate's later fragmentation and decline in central authority. 7. Al-Ma'mun, 813-833. A scholar caliph, Al-Ma'mun promoted the Mu'tazila school and rational inquiry. He founded the House of Wisdom in Baghdad, sponsoring translations of Greek and Persian texts and advances in astronomy, mathematics, and medicine. His reign saw the Mihnah, a theological inquisition enforcing rationalist doctrine, reflecting his intellectual ambitions. 8. Al-Mu'tasim, 833 to 842. Al-Mu'tasim moved the capital to Samarra and strengthened the military, particularly through the use of Turkish slave soldiers. Though less of a patron of learning than Al-Ma'mun, his reign maintained stability and allowed Baghdad's intellectual momentum to continue. 9. Al-Wathiq, 842 to 847. A Mu'tazilite supporter, Al-Wathiq continued the promotion of rationalist theology. His short reign oversaw some scholarly projects, though political pressures increasingly limited the caliphate's autonomy in intellectual matters. 10. Al-Mutawakkil, 847 to 861. Al-Mutawakkil reversed the Mu'tazilite influence, championing Sunni orthodoxy and restricting rationalist thought. He reinforced religious authority and centralized power, a move that shaped theological trends for centuries and contributed to the intellectual decline of classical rationalist schools. Period of decline and fragmentation, 946 to 1258 CE. Following 946, the Abbasids became largely figureheads under Umayyad and later Seljuk dominance. The caliphs retained religious legitimacy but lost political authority. Notable later caliphs: 11. Al-Muqtadir, 908 to 932. A long reign marked by weak central authority, dominated by powerful viziers. Despite internal decay, Baghdad remained a cultural hub. 12. Al-Nasir, 1180 to 1225. Briefly restored Abbasid prestige, supporting scholarship and architecture. His reign shows that intellectual life persisted even as political control eroded. 13. Al-Mustasim, 1242 to 1258. the last Abbasid Caliph in Baghdad, executed after the Mongol siege under Hulagu Khan, marking the definitive end of Abbasid political authority in Iraq. The Abbasid Caliphate saw the rise, peak, and decline of Islamic intellectual life, closely tied to the patronage of caliphs, the influence of rationalist schools like the Mu'tazila, and shifting political and military realities. International Day of Persons with Disabilities, Wednesday, 3rd of December 2025. Every year, 3rd of December is officially recognized by the United Nations as the International Day of Persons with Disabilities. It has been observed globally since its proclamation in 1992 under UN General Assembly Resolution 4730. The day promotes understanding of disability issues, supports the dignity, rights, and well-being of persons with disabilities, and raises awareness of the importance of inclusion in all spheres of life: political, social, economic, and cultural.
don't forget to hit that subscribe button to show your support.